One of those tanks. That's better. This looks a little cleaner. Okay. So we'll launch this for the moon. Get this moon contract out of the way. And what is now one of my favorite rockets because it makes Andy, Fasulo A over here, makes his head hurt. Which makes me happy. Network error. Network error is not a good sign. Am I still streaming? Okay. Looks good over there. Not sure why it's claiming there's a network error. Anyway. Off we go. Very odd indeed. But as I was saying, I like this rocket because it makes Andy's head hurt. Because it is, to quote him, so top heavy. It shouldn't fly. But that just goes to show the counterintuitiveness of rocket design. Oh, the stream also did cut out. Okay, that's what I figured as well. For Kerbal, I would say to make it more entertaining, mods are going to be huge. I need to get myself some mods that I enjoy doing. Because I think that's going to make a big difference. Probably some stuff to make it more realistic as well. This is looking good, though. It's looking real good. This is exceptionally overkill. Wow. Okay. That was a lot of overkill. Get rid of that first stage. Now, I love that first stage, again, just because Andy loses his mind over that one, because it's so narrow at the bottom and makes the whole thing top-heavy. But top-heavy rockets fly better. This rocket, this is just heading off to the moon at the moment. Got a contract to test this gigantic landing gear. So that's what we're going to do. This should be probably total overkill. I'm going to just raise this up a little bit. Got a single solar panel for this thing. Go ahead and deploy that. Got some antennas. Go ahead and deploy those. this is looking just a little too easy. All right, now moon transfer. Should be right about here. Yep, perfect. We'll get in front of it like this. That'll bring the periaps very low. So free return and burn up for the booster if need be. A 45-second burn. So I'll get us about 22 seconds out. And we start the burn. All right, so waiting for 22 seconds out. No idea why they want to test a landing gear in orbit around the moon. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, but, you know, contract's a contract. Oh, there's the moon now. Oh, that's actually a good point I should mention. For the quality settings, you may want to check if you are on mobile that you are lowering your mobile playback quality on Twitch. Because I do have this currently at 1080, which is probably something I shouldn't do. I should probably keep it at 720. But anyway, this is going to be going to the moon. We're going to be doing a quick orbit contract, if I can get this thing steady. Quick orbital contract to test this gigantic landing gear. Yeah, I feel like I should probably put like a disclaimer somewhere for all the poor people who are trying to figure that out. Yeah, let's warp this all the way in. Compared to our min-miss transfers, this is a short period of time. So where I never used to do this, never used to just warp all the way to the moon. At this point, things are going to start getting warped a lot more. Basically because we have to. Starting to deal with very long time scales. Would run for about 10 seconds and then stop on mobile. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I should bring it back to 720. This is, I think, only the third stream I put this up at 1080. And it was more just to make myself feel better that I knew I could do it now that I fixed my internet. But now everyone on their side is having trouble. I was having that debate with somebody earlier. Not with a viewer, with a friend of mine before the stream. Yeah, probably a good idea to put like a disclaimer somewhere. Maybe like in the corner. So all I really need to do is get this in orbit. So as long as I can get this in orbit, I'm good. So I'm not really going to worry about what I'm doing here. Exactly. I went too far. There we go. I guess I didn't really need to go this completely overkill, because I'm going to be able to fly this whole thing basically into the moon. So kind of lame there. Kind of just go ahead and put myself in orbit now and not bother with the time warp and not bother with precision. There's our contract. Yep. Tested. Alright, we are going to deorbit. Yeah, I think I have about enough to head back to Kerbin and then back again. I probably should have tried to do this with a unboosted Decanis launcher. That probably would have been the smart thing. But now it's down to just doing this for fun. I'm going to fly this as fast as I possibly can into the surface of the moon. Perfect. Okay. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take this separator, kill the engines, and I'm going to use these little Separatrons to try and actually speed us up a little bit. Okay, so we got a little extra speed out of those. Now we're going to just release the booster. It's going to go flying back into the moon anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Back to prograde. Back to heading straight for the moon. Oh, and I didn't even notice this is still the old Twitch the old, not Twitch. The old Spark engine. We're going to be going fast by the time we impact the moon. I wonder if I even made money on that contract, or if I just lost money. Yeah, that's what I want to know. It doesn't really make any sense to test the landing gear in orbit. It's kind of a weird logic. So at this point, I'm going to test it on the ground. We're just going to test it on the ground, going very fast. I might actually deploy it and just see how much cushioning it really has. This is a suspension test. A suspension test going at escape velocity. This thing has a lot of fuel in it. I guess I really did not need to worry. I always underestimate these probe buses. The way I designed them, they're extremely overkill. And then I just treat them like payload anyway. Alright, once we're out of fuel, I'm time warping. And that's going to be my sign-off. Is going to be this thing smashing into the moon. At escape velocity. So, let's see. 50 times speed. As we get closer, I'm going to start reducing the time warp. It's for the looks, not the fuel. It's true. Okay, so we are now in regular speed. And we are falling very rapidly. So here we go. Escape velocity suspension test. Large landing gear. This is going so damn fast. You can do it, buddy! I think that went well. So... that was absurdly fast for regular speed. Oh, that was fun. Okay. Well... I think that's going to be the going to be the end of the stream. That's going to be it. Tried to combine those two things. It's going to be the it of the stream. That's going to be the end of the stream. I like it calls it mission failure. Right. I do like that. But that being said, it is the end. So I will call it a night. But if you do want to catch of our previous streams, I just went in, did all last week's that never got onto YouTube. So I have to now just clip out the intros to those, and they'll be put as public. So very shortly, those will be up. If you want to see any of the older streams, you can always go to youtube.com/dudeICalledYouBro down there at the bottom and check those out. And I should be on, hopefully tomorrow night, from 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time, which is our normal time. However, I've been missing that a few nights due to real life and also getting sick. So bear with me, but pretty much every night from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll do our new streams. And I've got some other games I might consider, some other space-themed games that I might start throwing in the mix as well. So I'll look for feedback and see how much Kerbal is my thing and how much it's maybe just one of my things. Who knows? So, with all that, thanks everyone for watching, and have a good night.